Hello my fellow trucketeers. So this isn't going to be a usual trucker video, so if you don't want to watch something that's not trucking related, then switch off now. But this area here is going to be used for making a shed, which we need. So we've literally, well, Elaine moved all this dirt around. We did have a wooden shed there which we've taken down. It was all very uneven here, so we're literally going to be making a shed by putting stakes in the ground, leveling it all out on there, and then building a shed on that, on a platform pretty much. So first things first really, I say I've got a load of stakes, or a load of posts which are going to be set in the ground. I've painted them with bitumen, so they've got 3 sides painted. I'm leaving it 2 hours, which is almost up. Now I'm going to paint the other side, then cut them up, paint the ends, and we're ready to go. So at the moment I've got a bunch of stakes that I've made, just pointed the end with an axe, a load of levels, got some builder's line, and we're going to do a outline of where the shed's going to be. So we've got a rough idea where it needs to be level. And then the only other issue we got at the moment is we've got a bloody great tree stump there, which I'm literally waiting for a chainsaw to come over. I'm going to cut it vertically and then cut it horizontally, cut out bits to get that as low as possible, because otherwise it's going to interfere before I put the posts. So we're going to start now by putting in our first couple of stakes in the ground, and yeah, we'll go from there. Alright, we have got a line that's, well, was scribed in the grass here, which is where it's going to be the line. We've got a drain there as well, we've got a mist, so we're literally going to go right across the front of that drain. There's going to be a post set there which you've got to be careful with the pipes, so I'm going to have to look, see where the pipe's going before I dig the hole out for the post. But we're going to put you postcrete, put the posts in. So we're going to put our first stake probably about here. Bear in mind this is going to be like the very, very outside, and the line's going to have to be about 4 inches above, or 4 inches above the ground, because we're using 4x2 as the framing for the outside. So we'll set our first post here. Measure up 4 inches, just pretty much on the top of that. So yeah, we should be right from there. This is the highest point anyway, and the garden slopes down quite far to the bottom, so we'll try our best, see what we can do. That's what I'll do. So I'll set the next post. Probably about here. And then we'll try and find a medium in between. Right, now this is where I fail because I'm terrible with knots. So on that 4 inches from the ground. Which is about there. Then we're going to run that down to the next post. Use one of these line levels to get a rough idea where the level is, so we'll know how high we are when we're level. So I need to come down a bit. Or a lot. Bouncing around. I'd say we need to go down a touch more. I'd say we're about level there. So I'll tire off there. and we'll leave it there. Now our next post is going to go way, way, way down the bottom there. So there's no point in putting too many posts. Right, the back of the shed's going to be about here-ish somewhere. So we'll try that with a line. Run the line down it. Find out where we need to be. We need to go up quite a bit. Bit more. Might need a bigger post here actually. Right. So we're going to make a point on the post, as you do. And that'll just help the post go in the ground. Bash it in a bit more. No, I'd say that's pretty level. So I'll wrap it around a few times. Get me a knife to open. Not the tightest knot in the world, but it will do. There we go. And I'll make that pretty level, to be honest. That'll do me. It's good enough for me. Right. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to do another post from there to probably about here, and then do another one across to there. I'll have to wait until that's moved before I do one from there to the bottom. And then in the meantime, I'll do one from there across to there. So we get a rough idea. And then I'll do some lines that go across. So I'll continue to get that done. I'll see you in a bit. So my alarm went off and I was doing the line. So I'm just going to finish off painting the last side off with the old bitumen paint. I'm only doing one coat. There's no point in doing too much. I'm doing a nice heavy coat because if there's one thing I hate more than gardening, that's painting. Yeah, two things in the world I hate: gardening, painting. You'll very rarely see me doing either. So, but luckily Elaine and the girls don't mind painting, so they get that done while I do other stuff. Even the man cave, I painted it because I wanted it done, but yeah, I couldn't stand doing it. I was like, nope, 2 coats is enough, that'll do me. I don't want to paint anymore. For this, yeah, that's the last bit done. Obviously when I cut them, I'm going to have to paint all the ends up. So, shut up chickens. Chickens may loads of noise. See old chickens in there? Noisy buggers. So yeah, got to paint all the ends when I cut them, so when I put them in the ground, no moisture gets into the post itself. So, but that should be a heavy enough coat that I shouldn't need to do any more. So yeah, other than when I cut it. So yeah, we'll leave that there, because I hate painting. Also, I've done more of the line. So as you can see, I've done the front ones. They're all level, so there's a line running across that. Over there. And where I did this post here, I've decided I want to go a bit further. But instead of Oop, pardon me, instead of undoing it, I just done another post, so that's where the back of the shed's going to be. And then we're going to run a line, once that's out, up to that one, to get a straight line. Because as you can see, that line is lower than the stump, so that'll be quite problematic. So yeah, that bugger's got to go. And it's going to be a straight line of posts there, 4 posts, 1, 2, 3, 4, and same here, 1, 2, 3, and this one's going to be a nightmare because it's going to go right there, sort of right about there. So I'm going to have to dig around all the roots now to get the post in, but hopefully I have to dig it in too far, and then there'll be like 3 posts here, and 3 posts at the back, or 2 posts at the back. We'll figure out when we get there. It's all going to be a guessing game until we get somewhere, because that's how I roll. There's the man cave, by the way, standing strong as always. Right, next bit, I'm going to have to run some string across as well, so I know roughly where the straight line is, but I'll have to wait until that's gone again. So yeah, we'll get there. Right, we got a saw with a new blade. Time to get this as much of this stump out as possible. So yeah, obviously wear all your safety equipment, not like me. Do as I say, not as I do. Got a lot more to get through yet. Dad always said to me, if you're not confident in using a tool, don't use it, because you'll hurt yourself. Getting somewhere. Well, we got a bit out. That's what I've got out. All that. But cutting through, I caught a flint or a stone or something, so it's blunted the chainsaw. So still got that much to go. I need to get all that out and need to chop a little bit more off this angle. But that's now blunt, so it's not cutting. I've tried to axe it, but the axe just ain't touching it. Ash is far too heavy. We'll get it done. I'm gonna get another blade. No big deal. Just not today. Alright, so we're on to the next day. We attacked the stump as best we could, but we couldn't get much of it out. So went to Elaine's dad's, got a couple more chains off him, and yeah, after many hours of swearing and cursing, we have reduced the stump to that. So the red line is here. You can see it, just about. The stump is now about 6 inches below that. So, and that's that far away. This is going to be the most outside edge of the wall, so that'll be ideal. Yep, that's all the stump. And that bit there is one of the roots I had to get out. Absolute nightmare, but we got it done. Yeah, there's the root there, look. This bit here. Yeah, so that's as far as we got so far. I've got the rest of the lines out, so line runs along here, right down there, right down the bottom, and then I've got a line going across from there to there, and then a line from there across to there. So we're going to have 4 posts, 1, 2, 3, 4, another 4 there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 there, 1, 2, 3, so that one there should line up in a nice straight line through to the one that's going to be there, through to the one that's going to be there, and then probably 2 posts at the back where those 2 most posts are. So that's the plan anyway. That'll be the floor plan. So it's going to be a funny shaped shed, but this is why we build things from scratch, because then we can utilise the space as best as possible. Look at all that sawdust there. Nightmare. Right, I'm knackered. I'm going to go for a shower. No, I'm going to go for a bath because our shower's broken until Tuesday. And yeah, gonna tidy up all our tools and yeah, start digging some holes tomorrow, I guess. Fun times. Oh yeah, I finished painting the post as well. And the chickens are going mad. Yeah, so they're all painted up, ready to go. Again, when I've got the holes dug, I can measure these, cut them where I need to, paint the ends, leave them for 4 hours to dry, then post-crete them in the ground. So, but I'm going to try and get as many of the holes dug as I can tomorrow, and then that'll be it. Until next time. Oh yeah, the date is the 19th of March, by the way, in case you're wondering when I started this. I started it yesterday, which was the 18th of March. So we'll see how long this takes. Right, see you next time. Right, here we are on the 20th of March. Next day. So what I've done, put that bit of wood there, that represents where the pipe from the drain runs. So I lifted it up and had a look. Saw me breakfast from this morning, and I did really. The pipe theoretically runs in a straight line down there, so it shouldn't interfere with any of the posts. I've also dug out that corner, so I'm going to set these 2 posts before I do the 2 in the middle and make sure I get them all in line. So when I set those 2 posts, I'll run a line between them, and then I'll know exactly where to put the 2 posts in between. So one's going to roughly sit there and the other one's going to roughly sit there. I've also dug out this hole, which is going to be the hardest hole to dig because of the roots. So these ones are about a foot deep for the post to sit in. This one is going to sit right up against this line, so it's going to sit on the root there. So I've got about 8 inches down. So I'm going to pad some dirt around just so I can put a bit more concrete in. And yeah, we got one more there to dig, one there, one there, one there, one there for now, and then I'll eventually dig all the others. So yeah, let's get on and dig a hole. Soil's a bit softer on this side, so a bit easier to dig. One thing I've noticed with this wireless microphone, it really picks up on my breathing, so sounds like I'm breathing really heavy. I mean, I am unfit, but still. So that's about deep enough. Right, keep it in my lines. Yeah, we're nearly a foot deep. It'll be about 5 inches away from that. So post is going to sit roughly here, so I'll chip a bit more off on this side. Thing is, I don't want to get too close to the sticks because otherwise my line's going to fall down. Alright, so that should be adequate. There we go. There's that one. Now I'm going to dig 4 more. So I'll get them done off camera and then we'll look at getting some of these posts set. I'm going to build up around this one a little bit as well. Pat some dirt around the outside like I said. Let's bugger that bit. Sure, I can paint that. As you can see, because I paint with bitumen, they're very, very hard to cut. Even the powered saw struggles. But a little bit of finesse, it gets through there. So that post gonna sit there. I'm cutting them so they're just slightly above the string, so I don't know if you can see. And that way I can trim them down when I need to. I'll paint the tops. So I'm just cutting the ends off all the posts at the moment. So I'll have my 8 posts set in. 1, 2, 3, 4 to go, and then I can get them all set in concrete and then paint the ends of those bits that I'm cutting and then dig the other 4, 5-ish holes I've got to do, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, about 5 other holes I've got to dig. So I'll string up from that post to that post, and then I've got a rough idea exactly where I need to put these ones in. The same with that, so I'll get a string between them two when they're concreted in. I'll know where to put them, and so on and so forth. Right, so we've already set one post over there, so that's in the ground permanently now. Now I just got to set this one, so pop the camera here. What we use is this stuff here, Postcrete, blue circle stuff. Works wonders, used it a few times now. So what you do is you fill the hole 1/3 of the way up with water until the water stops draining away. Luckily we've got quite clay soil here, so the water doesn't like generally draining away anyway. And then put the post in the water roughly where we want it. I'll measure about 4 to 5 inches in from the string. Go back a bit. It's about 4 inches. That's about 4 inches. What do I get on the other one? Right, I want to go back this way a bit. So about there. And then we'll just chuck the postcrete in, and then we'll level the post up. I've got a corner level thing, so it levels in 2 directions to hopefully, not the camera, get the post set level. So now I'll pour the postcrete in. Pretty much fill the hole the rest of the way up with this. If you're doing fences or anything, this stuff is ideal. So easy. So we're going to need a little bit more, so let's open up another bag. didn't want that much. That should do it. And then just give it a bit of a tamp around. We'll move the post level, which is about there. And this stuff sets relatively quick, so you can't hang around with it. I mean, in 5 minutes that will literally be set solid, won't move. Let's pour a little bit more in. There we go. We have one fairly sturdy post. Still got a bit of time to set, but it'll be there. So we are about 4.5 inches away from there. I mean, the line's just a guideline anyway, so yeah. Right, that's 2 posts set. Six more to go. So I'm going to crack on and do that, and I'll see you when I come on to the next part. So there's the other posts. Dip the ends, bitch them in the grass, because why not? Yeah, so we've got 8 posts in the ground now, all along there. So I'm going to string up around them, and I don't know whether I'm going to do the floor runs down that way, or whether I'll do them across. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm going to speak to someone first, see what they think's best, but we'll do what we got to do. But yep, they're all in, nice and solid. They ain't going nowhere. So I actually used all 6 bags for these, so more than I was expecting, but it's alright, it's fine. None of them are going anywhere. So yeah, all solid, which is what we like. Even the one that I didn't expect to do very well, but yeah, that's rock hard. It's not going anywhere. I might still, because these two are a little shallow, so I might still put a bit more postcrete in them when I get some more bags, but we'll work it out. So as it stands, I've got those 2 posts there. I'm going to put another one between these 2, and then these ones I'm going to put 2 in between. So yeah, should be good. And then I've got to sort of work out where the floor joists are going to go. But once I've got them posts in, I'm going to lay the ground sheet out. I'm going to pat the earth into some of the things where the posts are, just to tidy it up a bit, and then we'll put the ground sheet down to stop anything growing up underneath the shed. So yeah, right, that's the 20th of March done. Got to go back to work tomorrow, a week at work, and then do some more next weekend maybe. Oh, the fun never stops. Right, here we are on the following weekend, ready for more of the shed. So we got our 2x4s, 14 of them, and we've also set our other 5 posts. So I thought there's no point showing you. Yeah, these ones are extra long because I thought there's no point trimming them down. Might as well just keep them where they are. Saves cutting then. I'll just cut them when I mark around the outside. Anyway, we've got all that done, so now we've got to lay down the ground sheets, which we have here. Weed control sheet, and stop anything growing through underneath the shed before we put the scalpings down. So I've got 28 metres of that, so it should be enough to go a few times along there. Got to cut it around the posts. We'll lay it down and leave it, so we're going to crack on and do that. Right, so we're going to run it down. Let's get a couple of bricks actually. Right. I'm going to start it about there. And then roll it down to the bottom and cut it to size. And then we'll cut it around all the posts. Butterfingers. What we'll do is we'll cut it a bit long. So we'll do on top of where the posts are, just cut across. Just like that. And we'll feed the post through. Lay it over the tree stump. Yeah, we're going to lay that ground sheet over the tree stump as well, because why not, saves anything growing off of it. And then got a bunch of these hooks that will run and peg it around the outside, so we don't need too many of them. We'll put it down so it doesn't come up. Move that. Put that about there. This should just stop it coming up. I don't think we'll quite get it into the tree stump, will we? I'll do on either side of it. Oh no, she went in. There's one in the tree stump. Right. That's the first bit down. And yep, I didn't put any along here because I'm going to overlap. This one ain't gone in quite straight, but never mind. Doesn't have to be neat. It's just there to serve a purpose. That goes at a slight angle. Just going to pop this bit in the corner. It's good enough for the girls I go out with. Right, I'll continue. I'll see you in a bit.
Starting of the scalping's been put down. A little bit more done. Still got a long way to go. And then have to pat it all down once I've finished.
Okay. So, Elaine done a great job shoveling all these scalpings in. We had 2.5 tons delivered. Some of them for the driveway because we needed to pad out the driveway a bit more. And then the rest was for here. So 2 weeks ago, on the Monday, or nearly 2 weeks ago, they arrived, tipped on the driveway, and then she shoveled and wheelbarrowed it all into the garden here. So now I've got to even it out a bit, and then use me tamper or pummel, depending on what decade you're from, to pat it all down with, to give us a nice solid base, and in that way we can then start building. Woo! So I'll try and spread it out fairly evenly. Really, just need a bit less up around these posts up the front here. Doesn't need to be massively neat or anything, so. Just needs to be low enough that I can get the wood around the posts without it touching the ground, really. I'm going to call that good. Time to get pounding. This really takes out you're doing this. Could get a whacker plate, but it's the point in spending more money when you don't need to. Right, bring you back when we're done. Right, so we're nearly done. So what this does, it combines all the stone and the dirt and give you a nice solid base. We don't need a solid base, but hopefully it will stop anything from growing up through underneath the shed. To be fair, that's good enough for the girls I go out with, so we'll leave it there. Whew. So that's the base done, post done, so we'll leave this video here. So next stage is going to be putting the boards around the outside, essentially doing the floor joists. So we'll get them measured up, cut, put in and whatever. So yeah, there's a couple bits that could be tricky, but shouldn't be too bad. Right, so if you see this, obviously other than the trucking stuff, then you want to see more, like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think of something other than trucking, I guess. Alright, take it easy, look after yourselves.